DJ Pro beat skip tutorial. I'm DJ Spiegel Spin, and I'm going to show you how.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on!
Skip feature is a really convenient feature that I think is very overlooked in the DJ Pro app. So I'm going to show you guys how to access it and give you some examples of what you would use it for. Okay, so when you're in classic mode, if you switch over to the mixer, you have the tab down here. It's Nero Mix, FX, Looper, and then Q, and then there's the mixer over there. So it's in the Q section. So when you open up the Q section, you're going to see the Q point section. So this is where you could set Q points to get your tracks ready. But we're not going to be talking about that today because we're talking about the beat skipper. So the next tab is Slice. I made a separate video about that one, but we're going to be talking about skip. So once you get to skip mode, you're going to see that you have these arrows and then you have the amount of beats. What skip mode does is it lets you quickly and accurately skip through your tracks by numbers of beats. Because EDM songs and hip-hop songs and most songs are organized by 4 beats, 8 beats, 16 beats, 32 beats, and 64 beats. So using the skipper will help you find the exact points where you could mix. Now, I use this so that my EDM mixes are perfect from when I start them and when I end them, so I can just set the tracks to play together, and I already know that the mix is going to be perfect, and I could focus on other things while I'm DJing and not have to watch the mix. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to set up one of those mixes. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to use the beat skipper to perfectly find where to start the second song in the mix so that when the first song ends, it ends exactly when the second song's drop is. So it'll mix in perfectly, and once we press play on the second song, then it's going to, the mix is already done, and you can focus on finding the next song or enjoying time with the crowd or whatever you want to do, because this mix is perfect and it's already done. So to do this, first what we're going to do is the second song that we're going to play, we're going to want to find where the drop is. So just listen to your song. It's pretty easy to see because the waveforms get small, then they get big.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on!
So it's right here. This is the drop. You see where it goes from blue to red? So now just to make it easy, use the set and Q button down here. Just set it right there so you have the drop saved. Now go to your Q button and then press one of these buttons and then label it drop. Rename. So now it's labeled drop. So if you eject this song, if you close the app, if you open the app, if you use this same app on a different device, this song will always have that cue point saved. You should always have at least 3 cue points saved in each song when you prepare for your DJ sets. But I have separate videos about that. So now we have the drop of this song. So what we want to do is go back to skip, and we want to find out how many bars it is. So this beat skipper goes up to 64, so that makes it easy for us. And now we can go 1, 2, and 3. You see, you have to make sure that it's even, because if there's more than 64 beats, it's not going to let you do the last skip. So it's a very simple fix. Go over here to the drop and do it slightly after the drop. Slightly after the drop, go to your cue. Boom. We'll make another one right here. And then just label that drop. Rename. And then we got it. So now we go back to skip and we go 1, 2, 3. So that solves the problem, and it makes it that much easier for us. And if you have to play around with it a little bit and you want to switch this around and not have 2 of them, what you could do is, that's where the second one is. So it's already over there. So go to the pencil, delete this one, take the pencil off, This is the good one. So now press that and you'll be at the right spot, and then press this one. And now these are both the same, and then you can press the pencil, get rid of that, and then do drop. Okay, so now we're good. At our drop, we can go 1, 2, 3, and it brings us to the exact beginning of the track. 1, 2, 3. So now go over to the song that you're going to want to mix out of, the first song, and find the ending. And here is the end. Use this set just to make it easier for you. And that's the ending. So now what we did over here was we went 1, 2, 3, 3 skips of 64 beats. So if you could either count to 3, or what I like to do, it's a little more fun, is press it at the same time. So take both tracks. This one's at the end of the track. This one is at the drop. And we're going to press the skip once. We're going to press the skip twice. And we're pressing both of them at the same time. Boom. And now one more. So we see over here in the first track, right by the breakdown, is the spot where we're going to want to start the second song. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is go to Q. I'm going to get rid of these for now. Go to Q. And boom. Right there, the spot that we found, we're going to name that start. I did this when I was before. So now we know when we're going to start, and it's going to be perfectly lined up. So anytime you play these two songs, you already have a perfect mix for it. So I'm going to show you an example. All right, let's say, pretend we started this song at the beginning. We'll skip through a little bit. And now what you're going to do is you're going to look for the red line or whatever color that the cue point is. You'll see it on the waveform to make it easier. And then if you have sync on, it'll automatically adjust it, and then they'll both be playing. So here we go. Get ready. Wait for that red line. Boom. Now the songs are together. And then when the first song ends, the mix is going to be perfect, but I'm going to skip ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on!
Anytime that we play these two songs, we could have them mix perfectly from the second that we play the next song. So when you're playing this first song and it gets to the start cue point, you just play the second song from the beginning. And then you're done. You have a minute and 40 seconds to find the next song or do whatever you want to do, because this mix was done from the second you pressed play. And you could do this with every song in your playlist. It's not something that you have to do every time, but it's an option, and the cue point is saved in there so that every time you play this song, you'll have the option. Being a great DJ isn't about having the fastest reflexes or doing the best tricks or being really smart. It's in order to do those really cool tricks and really great mixes, it just takes some preparation before your set. So make sure before you start your set that your tracks are prepared, you know places to mix in and mix out. So if you guys like learning about DJing on the iPad, learning about DJ Pro, and thinking about DJing a different way, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you.